Hey, it's time for the Grosses Report for the week ending May 4th. Very interesting week last week. This was the week, of course, in which our Tony nominations were announced, and a lot of shows will get a big boost from these nominations this past week and into the coming weeks. And yet, at the same time, we are in May. And this is a time when business actually drops. It's this very strange contradiction because there are more shows because so many shows open around Tony cutoff time, and yet there are fewer audiences. Why in May? Well, a lot of the locals, they get extremely busy, right? They get graduations and dance recitals and all these things. And the tourists, they're not here yet. They were here in April, and then they're going to come again late June and July where they'll really start showing up. So May is this soft period. They're actually wherever they live at home, also going to those graduations and dance recitals. So it takes a bite out of business, which is tricky when there's more product on the street, right? We actually want more people seeing Broadway shows when we have more product. We don't. To give you some numbers, last week it did $43 million overall, and that's over 8.25% down from the previous week, the last week in April. Attendance down over 3.5% from the previous week. Of course, on the season, we are still crushing last season, 19.79% up. We're getting close to that 20%. Will we get there? Cross your fingers. We still got a few weeks to do that. And then attendance up 16.55%. So as expected, business kind of faltering a little bit as we get into our last couple weeks. But big news on Broadway last week was that Good Night and Good Luck, that's right, it did $4 million. The first play in Broadway history to ever do $4 million in a single week. Some great news, Just in Time, the Jonathan Groff musical, we're not even calling it the Bobby Darin musical anymore. Just in Time does a massive $1.1 million. Why that's massive? It's in a theater that, I've played that theater twice. We had Godspell there. We had Once on This Island there. It's got 690 seats, and yet it did $1.1 million. So seeing some softness in the street last week, not surprising, again, because of the time, and again, because there's more product, things tend to get spread out and diluted over all this product. Things advertising wise, though, at the same time ramp up as a lot of shows will start advertising to try to win that Tony Award. Will the sales go up? We'll find out next week when I give you the report for week ending 5/11. See you then.